You know, when you think about it, it's strange when you look back at the golden era of television. And it is a golden era, isn't it? You know, for many people and maybe older viewers, you may remember, of course, the brilliant Steve Allen from the late night chat show that he ran over on NBC. You know, I was very excited to go and work in that theatre, the Hudson Theatre in the heart of Broadway, literally, because, of course, he'd hosted the show from there. For me, chat shows were the golden period. And that was really part of the interest of getting into television. Over here we had the wonderful Michael Parkinson, who interviewed all my favourite stars of that golden era. You know, the big greats, Fred Astaire, Lauren Bacall, that sort of stuff. And you're thinking, wow, just to meet them. Of course, years later when you meet them, you think, great, you know. But of course, it's never the same when you're doing it as you're watching it, is it? Now, as I say, the Hudson Theatre was very special for me. It was where I did my audition to appear on Broadway. Yes, frightening days that was. But to think that Elvis Presley had walked through the same back door, the same sort of stage doorway, everything like that, marvellous stuff. Now, when you think, obviously, the chat show era was wonderful. You know, Johnny Carson in particular, I was a big fan of. And then there was Jack Parr and Dick Cavett, and they all just got the best out of their guests by asking and listening to all the wonderful answers and replies. That's why we like watching the clips today. Fast forward to today's generation, and we have Jimmy Kimmel, yes, and of course Jimmy Fallon, amongst others. Stephen Colbert, met him, total bore, let me tell you. But what's interesting about this is Jimmy Kimmel couldn't cope with the fact that in fact there was going to be a brand new president in the United States. In fact, all of the late night chat shows decided to come out against the incoming president Donald Trump. But what they don't realize is this, you know, and this is the problem where television's going wrong, and I wanted to share this with you. The likes of NBC, ABC are dramatically losing advertising revenue, hand over fist every single day. CBS, terrible. NBC, just absolutely terrible. And it's all very well these particular individuals attacking politicians. We just want them to entertain us late at night, have on some great guests. You know, I didn't know who Johnny Carson voted for. I had no idea who Dick Cavett favored. I just, you know, because he didn't bring that into the show. They just entertained us. These people are allegedly comedians. Let me tell you, I've worked with them all, and the list of people that they have behind them, all offering scripts and stuff like that, is absolutely ridiculous. They could not do a stand-up on their own, even if they tried. But moving forward, what they can look forward to in the new year, and this will bring even more tears for Jimmy Kimmel and of course Jimmy Fallon, who recently did that stunt with none other than the Duke of Sussex. Well, that didn't help the box office either, did it? But now it looks like the bosses over at those major networks are looking at ways of cutting down, and that will mean cuts to their salaries. So while they've cut their audience in half and wiped them away, now, thanks to the loss of ad revenue and things like that, they'll be looking at literally seeing their audience, and more importantly, their pay packet half too. Cue more tears. Right, Jimmy? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.